Hi, besties. We back, we back, we back, we back. Okay, bestie, why I look so greased up, right? Your girl is breaking out from fabric softener. It's all over. It's every freaking way. Here, look, let me show you. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Like, do y'all see this? Okay, it's everywhere. It's all over. It's everywhere. I know. I keep saying that, but baby, it's literally everywhere. It's itchy, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. But it is what it is, y'all. So, I'm a first time mother of 3. If you're a first time mother too, hey boo. If you're not, hey boo. If you're not a parent at all, hey boo. But yeah, besties, it has been 3 whole years. He turned 3 in May. And I'm just like, I've been reflecting on it a little bit. And it's like a little, what do you think? I don't know. It's a little surprising, but it's also like amazing, but it's also like punch the air, if you get my gist, because he's an amazing kiddo. Excuse me. Oh my god, he's an amazing kiddo and I love him to life, but at the same time I be ready to punch him, because first of all, why is you 3 going on 13? And I don't really want to like harm my child like at all, ever, never, ever, ever. So please don't get to being all crazy talking about, oh, we need to call the people on her, because no, you don't. I'm just kidding. I don't want to harm him. I don't even really spank him, so no. But yeah, I like, he refuses to talk, but he knows how. He slams doors. Yeah, he slams doors. And listen. Some of you may respond with the, why you didn't just whoop his blah blah blah. First of all, okay, I'm a gentle parent. We're gentle in this household. But at the same time, I do believe in the old fashioned, which like Medea said, the old whoop your behind and the new whoop your behind, 2 different whoop your, I use both. It's just, I use the new one first because, like I said, I'm gentle. But I love him. He's just such a doll. I love him so much. And he's getting so big. And he's becoming this person. Like, he's so energetic. And he has so much energy. And it's like, oh my God, son, I know. I can't wait to get you around some other kids. Because with me, he's the only kid. Like, he's the only child. It's just me and him. You know, we don't have nobody to come and play with us. We don't have no friends yet. And I know. Because he just hasn't been in consistent areas with kids and stuff like that. And some parents, you know, their kids like, my kids like their kid like my kid, but we just don't get along. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's a bunch of different factors that come into that. And I didn't think it was going to be this hard. I genuinely thought growing up, oh, I already have a best friend. We're going to be best friends forever. We're going to have our kids together. Our kids are going to be best friends. Boo. That is not how that happened. That was my fault. I was being naive. I know. But it's really fun being his best friend, though. I'm his best friend right now until he gets older. I want him to also be his best friend because, baby, sometimes mommy don't want to play with the blocks, okay? I just want some time. And he's kind of like a Velcro baby. I don't really know. Like, he's always been like that. He's always been under mommy's little thumb, and he don't want to let me out of his sight. I do love him for that, though, because, hey, like, he can read people real quick and easy. He's only 3, and if he don't like you, it's something wrong. If he don't like you, I don't like you, because there's something wrong. And it really has taught me a lot. I just want to apologize to all the mothers that I've ever judged, talked crap about, said I would never do this, I would never do that. This is just an apology to all of y'all. Even if you didn't know that I did it, baby, I was judging you. Okay, I was judging you. And I take it all back. And if you don't forgive me, that's okay, because I still was judging you. And some stuff I'm still judging some of y'all on, because hey, no, ain't no way. But I'm sorry. I spoke out of turn. I wasn't a parent yet, and now I am. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of things that I let my kid do, and a lot of things that I don't really care if he does, that some people might care. Some people might think it's annoying. Some people might think like, oh, you just let your kid do whatever you want, whatever the case. But at the same time, it's like, my kid, you know, I'm teaching them to be right. I don't like to whoop him a lot. I don't like putting my hands on my child. It not only does it stem from like just childhood trauma, but I just know the logistics is not good. Like, what's the point? I've gotten to a point where he was hitting me with stuff because I was popping him and spanking him. Or if I lift my hand and he was like even if that meant I was going to embrace him or something like that. And it was only because I was popping his fingers, and that was enough for him to already be on edge. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna even pop your fingers. Like, I don't give him pow-pows. I don't give him any little forms of harming or hitting at all, unless I feel like there is a spanking moment. But before I do spanking moment, I do timeout. I do we do baby push-ups, exercises. We communicate, we talk. I let him know how it makes me feel. I also talk to him about his behavior and his actions. I do a lot of different steps before I'm just like, okay, I'm finna pow you, you know? And there's some days where he just needs to be rocked and held because he's still 3. And sometimes I forget that, like, he's just 3, he's just a little baby. Like, he doesn't really know. And I'm like, oh, he's a toddler. He is a toddler, but he still needs hugs. He still needs kisses. He still wants to be in mommy's lap. And I'm like, okay, overstimulated, but we're in here. We're all in this together. So it's like a lot of different things that I'm learning as a mom. And I'm always being told, and I really appreciate everyone who tells me this, because sometimes I don't feel like it. Sometimes I feel like I'm being too hard on him or too lenient or not, you know, educating him enough. But I really appreciate everyone who tells me I'm a good mother, because like, I really want to be a good mom. Like, I really want to be my son's best friend to where he can trust me with his life. Now, do I want him to be like an overwhelming grown child? No, I don't want him to be all up in my business, mama's boyish, in a toxic way. I want him to be a healthy mama's boy where we have a good relationship, because I feel like mama's girls have that same relationship with their mom and nobody really knocks them for it. But when it's a man, a lot of the time they knock them for it. And it's just like, well, at the same time, I just don't understand some of the aspects of that, because I feel like if your kid has a good relationship with you, it shouldn't really matter unless it's crazy or it's obsessive or it's sexually inappropriate. Then that's when all the cards are off the table. But I want him to have a good relationship with me. I want him to trust me and like know that I'm not going to criticize him or harm him or get frustrated with him just because he's coming to me. Because a lot of the times that's where kids, like, they don't trust their parents, because they know 9 times out of 10 you're gonna cuss them out, you're gonna yell at them, you're gonna make them feel insignificant about themselves or something like that. Not all, but some parents make their children feel like that, and they don't come to them. And I don't want to be that mom. I'm not trying to be like the coolest mom, but I'm trying to be the mom that's understanding. Like, I once was your age, I get it. Or the mom that's like, you know, I'm angry with you, you're getting this and this and this taken away, but I'm happy you called me at 2 a.m. to come get you from this party, or I'm happy that you told me that you snuck out and you didn't end up in a ditch somewhere because you thought I was going to be mad at you, and that was going to be the end of the world. Now, I am upset if you disrespect and disobey me, because that's as a parent, you know what I'm saying? But I would rather be mad at you while you're alive than be mad at you while you're dead, or you're resenting me and you run away and something happens, or whatever the case. And like, I know not all of this is preventable as a parent, because kids go through different times in their ages and stages. I remember being a teenager. I probably was really, really mean. Some of it was very much valid, but a lot of it, it was unnecessary, or I was just unnecessarily outside doing dumb stuff, or whatever the case is. And that's okay. Like, as a parent, I feel like I'm going to be able to understand that in a few years when he's old enough, you know, in about 10 years, because please, God, be nice. I was pretty decent as a kid, I swear, but like, please be nice. My mom and everybody's like, oh, your karma's coming. Your kids are gonna be your karma, and and I've heard this for centuries. I've only been here a couple centuries. That's not the point. I've heard this for a while. So like, I want to make sure that yeah, at least I'm giving him the tools and the knowledge that he needs. And if he does do any of those things that I'm afraid that he's gonna do when he gets a certain age, Lord help me. At least I'll know that he knows better. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just really happy to be a mom. It's like amazing. Sometimes I wonder what my life would be like if I wasn't a mom. And I don't think that's bad. I genuinely think a lot of people think that, like, about decisions in life. And I was talking to my best friend and he kind of reassured me of that and stuff like that. And I really appreciate that. But yeah, I think motherhood is amazing. And I'm happy that I was the age that I was. I chose this age. I don't want to be older dealing with this, especially the teen years. I feel like in my 20s was perfectly fine. I can just deal with one and done if that's how my life is gonna go. But how is motherhood or parenthood for y'all? How does it feel for y'all? Are y'all relieved? Is it crazy? Any tips? Drop it down in the comments. Bye, besties. Hi, besties. Don't forget to add me on all platforms and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye.